With him just having his own help, the truck and trailer got here, they have to still take this squiggly looking oak here, and it is leaning this way and that way. But Jeremy's up there doing this kind of like how Billy has to do it by himself, because I don't know how to run the machine or anything, and it's mainly because of my eyes, you know, because I just don't feel safe enough to be able to do that while he's cutting. So he's up behind where the goats were now in this little area back here, because he's done now cutting here besides this one tree. And man, has that really opened it all up. I mean, just to kind of show you guys, you know, we have quite a large opening now, even in the back. Once they're done, and we'll do a whole preview of what, you know, it all looks like after they're done. And all still the bigger trees we're gonna have to take down, which is like this cherry here, that oak, that oak right there, and they broke it off, that beech. There's a dead tree right there. I think my husband's even going to take this beech down just because it's kind of leaning toward the house. I'm not sure what that noise is. Something that they're doing up there, I'm thinking, but I don't know. It's pretty close to lunchtime, so I thought I would do a little bit of videoing for today, August 20th. We are in a little like cool down that I can see. So I think maybe, just maybe, we might breed some rabbits. Possibly, since now we're getting into these cooler days. I'm sitting here in a pullover right now, and it's almost 11 o'clock. We're clouded over, no sun, but that's okay. We'll take it. It's not raining, so that's good. He's got to hook up to that tree that he just dropped. That was a pretty big one. It's probably one of them big oaks or one of the big cherries that were sitting in there. I can't remember what all he had marked. He had a lot of just oaks, cherries, and beeches that he took. We have a big hickory in the back, and that he didn't even take that one, which Billy was like, I don't understand why he didn't. I said, well, maybe he didn't need hickory. That would be a pretty inside of a shop, hickory, because I wanted to do maple, because I think maple's pretty when you cut it, especially when you go to stain it and whatnot. And cherry is just beautiful for your flooring. But I gotta figure out who I can try to find who's got a portable sawmill so we can saw our own stuff up. It would be cheaper that way to be able to do it, even though Jeremy's charging us 70 cents per square foot. But when you have quite a bit of stuff you need, like how I've got it figured out, 49 14-foot 4x4s, 49 14-foot 2x4s, 49 17-foot 2x6s, and then I still have to figure out how many 2x6s I need for my floor in my shop, which would be 14 foot wide, or 14 foot long. Frank's cleaning himself. That's what you hear, that noise. We seen some baby ducks that were runners at Family Farm and Home, different colors, and they had some turkeys there too. Something happened. I heard him cuss. So we'll wait and see. I want to say he's cutting another tree, but we'll see. We'll see if it falls, where it falls, because we should be able to see, because right in here is the area that he's doing, right in that area. So we should be able to see tops start falling, because he's making them all go this way. We got some wind, because you can see trees kind of moving up there. So we'll see what happens. I guess he wasn't. I thought he was. Maybe he was just cutting the top off of that other one he cut. He's cut 3 so far. I don't know if I've said that yet. Yeah, he's just dragging it up there now. So I was wrong. He wasn't cutting a tree. He's just cutting the top off. We'll see him pull it up there. Not driving quite as fast now. Alright, he was back up there, so we're going to wait and see. We can see a tree come down. I can hear somebody else behind us to the southeast of us cutting too. They've been cutting since we've been back here doing behind the house for months now, so that's definitely something that seems like, especially when you're an only person and you're trying to cut down trees to, do all this. I mean, we still have quite a few trees we have to take down ourselves, but we're 105 less after Jeremy leaves here. Will be 105 less trees, but we still have 105 tops we have to cut up. And I think the tops take the most time, especially when you got big tops. Like our beeches, oh goodness. And our maples usually have big tops too. The oaks and cherries usually aren't that big. On tops anyways. Frank, what do you think, boy? Huh? What do you think? What you doing? Are you done cleaning yourself now? Are you? Are you just done cleaning? You think so? We got two people up there cutting, it sounds like. No, that's someone up there cutting, and then cutting over here. Let's see what tree it will be. I'm gonna push it. I thought he was gonna push it. It's not like he was cutting the tree. I don't see anything yet. Up at the top. There we go. There it goes. Right there. That was a big one. Sure sounded big anyways. And most likely was an oak, because we have quite a few oaks up in that area up in there. There's just a few maples, but mainly oaks, and I think there's one or two cherries that were up there. He's cutting another tree, but I'm not for sure. I just came back out after talking to Billy on his lunch break, and he's ready to come home as always. He always tells me that. I told him he just needs to take 2 weeks off, use his vacation, pull his other 3 weeks out. We'll put it up for winter. And he said, we'll see. So, that being said, I'm bringing the loader over there to help push. I figured they were going to do that on some of these trees. So we'll see which direction this one goes. Man, it's chilly out here. It says it's 67 and cloudy. I like it 75 with the sunshine and a light breeze. It's perfect weather. We always can't have it though. Trying to look up at the top there, see if I don't see anything going or moving. Well, maybe he's not pushing stuff. I thought he was going to push that down. Maybe not, but he's definitely cutting a tree. see. We could tell. There it's at. Mama kitty is right there. She moved her kittens a couple different times. They're big enough now that they got their eyes open and they're not wanting to stay put. They're crawling around. I heard a crack. There it is. Dang. That was a big one too. Hope we didn't hit nothing over near where the goat stuff's still at. We still got some fence standing over there and fence on the ground. There she goes. See, she was going up toward the chicken coop yesterday, so I'm going to see if that's where she's going to go again. Quietness. Hmm. 1:30 and they're just leaving. So I kind of just wanted to show you guys. We're going to walk around, kind of see right where they're at, because they were up by Captain and Meg cutting down some oaks when they last left. So I kind of just want to show you kind of, you know, how it's more opened out here, and definitely opened up in this spot and opened up here, you know, all this through here. So I just kind of I'm not going to walk through here because I keep hearing trees crack up here. But we'll walk up just basically how you can see, you know, the difference. And then I'm going to end this video for today. And then if my husband gets home and he's going to be doing more to the back, I'll do some of that videoing too. I don't know if they're even going to take that oak. They still have a couple trees up here, I do know. But he's left a tree over here that he had marked, and this big crooked looking leaner this way oak. They took that. Man, that really cleared that up in here, didn't it? Opened it up really well. They like did not take anything from like right there through here. But then from here on, they took stuff. I'm not sure why. Probably because it was too close to the chickens at the time. When we had the chickens up there. And then they cut some up by Captain and Meg. Actually, you can see there's no trees there now. I thought it looked like one of the tree tops landed pretty darn close to the face pin, but I can see that it didn't. I thought it looked like it landed on it. But, yeah. Well, I see there's a tree right there that's bent over. That must have got hit. There's some trees. Look at the birds fly. Yeah. I gotta watch that boy. I don't like him. I think he thinks I chase him, but I don't. It's just he just walks in front of me when I'm walking. I think what I'll do is I'll come through here and come up this way so we can take a look. Make sure I know where he's at. He likes to attack me when I turn my back. I said to him that if I could catch him, I'm going to make him for the dogs to eat. You could see the openness right up through here. They did cut down 3 trees over here. Oh, this ain't opening like I was. We'll come up through here. We got to clean this out, and we got to figure out how to pull this bell out. Billy was talking about putting a strap around it and then dragging it out, because we're going to face hay feeder right over there. We got to pull these rocks out of here too. But we're going to put the hay feeder right there, so when she does need a new bell, Billy can just do what he does with the horses and drive up to it, put it down in there, and be good. But we're going to get this all cleaned out for her. There's still quite a bit of a bale here. I mean, what's left of it? Well, actually, there's probably only about a half a bale left. Let me see these trees. Okay, I could probably come up into here at least. Hi, ladies. They're out here free grazing in their grass. Look at them. I told Billy that as soon as we can get this cleaned out, I'll plant some grass seed in here for them. And I told him that I wanted to give them a little more anyways, once we can. Yeah, here we go. There's the skidder. See, I'm not sure what happened. Looks like he was trying to get this log and then couldn't get it. Something happened back here and then he quit. And then he just decided he'd come up here and cut. Usually when something happens out here, he normally will come back to the top or wherever and go from there. I need to pick these panels up. There's a post right there I need to grab. I actually wanted to do that today. And then there's another panel here that I could grab. I'm trying to see how many of these panels extra I actually have. I feel raindrops, sprinkles. I know he's got an oak over there. I think it's this. I don't know where I'm pointing at. It's that one right there. Billy says that they got marked. They still haven't got. So I know like there's one. I don't know if he's got any more marked in here. I think a couple of these are marked. There's 2 that oak, 3. This big maple right there that they're supposed to be getting, that scraggly looking one. And I don't know how many more trees that they had up there. Okay, this gate. Then we got another panel right here. These panels are going to a rescue. We're giving them to them, or donating them. And I have, I think, 2 more down there in the chicken area that I need to get out. I can't handle them myself. Only my husband can do that. or him and I can do it together, and they're still difficult for me. So this one has to come down. How many was it? That's 4. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4. And there's a post right there we can get. And then the posts that hook up to this, and I'm going to use this. I wanted to put face bale feeder in there so she would have somewhere to get out of the snow and wherever from, but I think I'm going to use it as part of my rabbit huts that will go over here. So here's number 5 I can use. Just trying to see how many we have. 5, 6. So there's 6. 6 for sure. More that I could add to her to face pen. And they moved the tops over here. I had an elderberry tree in here, a wild one that was growing here. And I need to grab that. I need to get some of the panels probably. These I don't know if I can drag myself. There's some more posts. These are crooked ones, but get them at least out of here. And these little pieces of the fence, and when I take the 2 other panels out that are like these from there, I got a piece of fence in there. I also could take, now I'm just going to leave the panels there. I was going to say I got panels going up that way too that I could use to give Faith some more. But that gives us 6 more, so I think it would work out okay. I could probably I'll show you guys what I'd do. I wanted to give her this too, but Billy wants to try to grade this off a little bit, this hill at least. He's going to try to grade this pretty level, and then when it comes to this over here, he's not going to be able to grade too much because we would lose a lot of our land to be able to give to the animals. And that's basically face area over there. Our Jersey cows will go that way. I got to get that wood out of here, but my husband told me don't touch it. These rocks need to come out of here that we got. Yeah, so in her pen here, what I could do, here are the bumblebees, is see them? They're everywhere out here. Anyways, I want to be able to give her this area right through this square. And my goal was to come up once these trees are gone, come up 1 more panel and come back across. And then this would be her square right here. And then our farmer could still get in here, even if he has to back up into there. But then we could get up in there if we needed. But this would help give her a little more grazing area, and then we wouldn't have to mow it. So it's kind of how I'm looking at it. So like I said, this whole wall would probably come out, and it would just be moved back. This wall right here would come out, and then it would be up and around like I had said. And I think with what we have and adding to the 6 panels, we have enough to actually do that. So it's going to be great. We've got, today's Wednesday. We've got exactly 3 more days, and then we're going to go get her. And yes, we will be videoing it. We have to get her a trough still, which is basically the same thing as the horses have. That black Rubbermaid trough. And we've got to buy a heater for it because we already want to be prepared. And then I still don't have anyone who's interested so far in what I've got left of my goat stuff. Got this 3 heavy duty milking stand. I've got miscellaneous minerals and dewormers, organic stuff. I have a kidding kit. I've got collar chains. I've got teat tape. I've got a box of needles with syringes that are 3-inch. Or 3 milliliters, I should say. Those are 2 brand new tank heaters. A 10-kid bucket. The actual holder is up there. I need to bring down. It's attached to a donut tire. This is a hoof rot kit. And then I've got 2 of these left. One is going to my mom. And that is what's left of all my goat stuff here that I'm trying to sell. So if anybody would be interested, you can email me at the email that's in the description, and I could tell you exactly what the prices are. I'm not asking a whole lot. I would like $300 for the stand. I like $25 for the minerals and baking soda and the miscellaneous warmers and stuff and toners in there. I'd like $80 for the kidding kit. I would like $10 for the chains. And then I could throw this teat tape in with anything. I'd like $25 a piece for those. I have a new lid for this because this one is broke. With the whole holder, I'm asking $40 for that. I'm asking $30 for this, and I'm asking $10 a piece for the 2. I didn't think that was that bad. And then I do have a whole goat cluster that's brand new from this year with some other stuff that goes with it. I'm actually keeping my machine for right now in case I need to milk Faith. I have her claw and all the good stuff that I need for that, so I decided to keep that. I thought maybe, since it's fall-like weather, maybe we would breed, and I want to do a video on that too. So that might be something we do possibly tomorrow, I'm not sure, for a video. But yeah, we'll go ahead and just look at everybody real quick, and then I'm going to end this video. And then we'll have later today to see what my husband's up to. Mr. Cash, my husband calls him Cash Money. Cash, his name is Cash, but yeah, he calls him Cash Money. He's gonna be bred to Majestic or Magnificent, my steel doe. Actually, I could breed him to all my steels. I'm going to do a 2-day breeding if I do it. But my husband's like, he has really growed. Yeah, he has. This is his full litter sister, just she's older. That's Miss Belle. And then we've got my blue girl right there, Mabel. Yeah, Mabel. And there's Princess. She's like, no. There's her babies. And there's Miss Girly here. She looks like she's dead. She's not. She scared me a little bit. Where you going? Huh? What are you doing? This is a little baby from her down there. And then we got my little chestnut doe right here. Hello, honey. What you doing? Say your name's not Honey. Or you're not Honey. Your mama's Honey. But she's ready to breed. We have a lot that's actually ready to be bred. Here's Lily. Hi, honey. What you doing, girly? Huh? She's actually pretty friendly. She's going to get bred. This is Court. My broken otter doe that I have. Hi, babies. Well, hello. Yes, you're just so friendly. These are Darius babies crossed with my blue doe here, Blue Diamond. She's a wonderful mother. I love her to death. And then we got this girl's daughter up here, Olivia, and she is a sweetheart. Aren't you, girl? Yes, she is. She's just a sweetheart. Look at her. Man, she is like really, really nicely put together. Has wide loins, nice rump. She's going to be bred with Elijah, my broken blue buck, for some broken blues, hopefully. We'll see. I just filled everybody's hay feeders today. And this is Blue Diamond's little doe here. She's going to be bred to Elijah too. So we will see how she turns out. She's not quite as friendly. This little girl's getting bred to Champ, my red buck, for some broken reds. This is actually a Rango daughter. Here's one of my steels. This is a black steel. She's going to get bred. There's Honey, my chestnut doe, back there, and her babies. These are Rango cross kits. And then here is my other blue, or my other, not blue, but this is Magnificent. She's the one that's going to be bred to Mr. Champ. This is her other daughter. She is a blue steel. She's a Samson daughter cross out of Miss Majestic. And then Miss Majestic's daughter down here. No, this is I think she's a Honey and Darius cross. So this is a Darius daughter and her babies. And then we got this girl here, who is another, this is an Eli daughter, who is a full sister to her and her. So I'm not really going to keep any more black does. I think these two ladies right here I'm actually going to butcher. I've tried selling them. Nobody seems to want them. But they're going to get on the butchering block because I've got her that's still black. And I've got these steels that do throw blacks. So I'd rather have my steels to hopefully get chances of more steel looking. But yeah, that's the whole goal. I think I'm going to take the box out of here. So these guys can not be getting in and out of the box. I keep moving it around. I know it hogs up a lot of space. But thank you everybody for watching. We'll go see these babies out here. I appreciate everybody who subscribes, who views our videos, our members. And just know, until next time, God bless you all. Hi, sweetheart. What you doing? Hi, Reds. Hi, babies. Hi. Hi. Yep, that one's been grinding its teeth for weeks now. I've treated it. Here's the one. This girlish, we're keeping her. This is another, this is a Chester daughter, actually. And my black doe, Princess, who's got her little black babies with her. But she's a breeder. This is the second daughter I've kept out of Miss Princess. I've got a Darius daughter and now a Chester daughter. And this is my husband's buck. He hasn't named him yet, but he's turning out to be a pretty nice guy. This is an otter, and otter colors are rare for New Zealand's, but we have them, and I decided I would keep him for breeding. He's beautiful, isn't he? Goodness. He is gorgeous. I can't wait to try to breed him, probably next month, or I might wait till October and breed him to a couple of those. See what we get. And these two girls too are here to stay. This one right here my husband wanted with the Torrent. That's her color, is Torrent. He liked that dark tones on her of this orange. And then her littermate sister there. These are actually Champ daughters out of Belle. This is a cross between my Princess doe, Darius, which was the mother, And then this is a cross between the daughter out of those two and Champ, my red buck. So these ladies will be on the breeding schedule in a couple of months. And I do have my fingers crossed, hopefully, for a broken red out of here and a red, hopefully. So not everybody's going to be butchered, but most will be. So we'll see what we end up with. Yeah, we'll just see what we end up with. Yes. Hi. She's pretty friendly too. Aren't you, girly? Yes, you are. This is Mabel and Elijah cross girls. So I technically could keep her if I wanted. I was hoping for a broken blue, but that whole litter, for some reason, I think it had to do a lot with our weather we were having. We had a lot of really hot days over index of 100. And some rabbits just can't handle it. And they ended up dying on me. All of them, but this one. I was pretty disappointed. This litter has been fantastic. That litter down there has been fantastic. These two actually come out of this litter. And they're great babies. They really are. Hi. Hi. See, we have a black. And like I said, these are a Champ cross. This one right here is real sweet. I think that's a buck. That one's, its face markings are just amazing. See that on its face? Look at that. That's beautiful. Face markings are pretty on rabbits, I think. But yep. Thank you guys again for watching. Until next time. God bless you all.